Yes, guys, everyone, welcome back to another video. Hope everyone's doing well. It is Thursday afternoon, and we're going to look at the Premier League games this weekend. We've got a game tonight, obviously, the North London derby between Arsenal and Spurs. Should be a good one. I'll be doing a watch along for that tonight as well, so make sure you're locked in for that, guys. And then, we've got the FA Cup final on Saturday. And then most of the games are on Sunday. Well, all the games are on Sunday this weekend because of the Cup final Saturday. So we're going to talk about all of it. We'll have a little talk about the FA Cup final as well. But I'll have a more in-depth preview for that tomorrow, guys. So look out for that. We'll have a big preview for the Chelsea-Liverpool FA Cup final tomorrow on the channel, guys. That should be a good one. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a great week so far. The weather is beautiful, and it's meant to be a scorcher this weekend as well with the FA Cup final going on. Beautiful time. Pablo in the house, how you doing, my man? Big up, good to see you live. Big up, Pablo. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. Obviously, it's the weekend preview. I always do a weekend. To everyone who's new to the channel, I always do a weekend preview around this time. I usually do it on Fridays, but because we've got the FA Cup final this Saturday, I'm going to do the preview for that on Friday and just look at the league games today. Yes, obviously we've got Spurs and Arsenal today. I will be doing a watch along for the North London derby tonight. I think it'd be a good one to do. I'm really intrigued in it, to be fair. It's one of the most intriguing North London derbies in a long time. And then we got 7 games on Sunday, and then one on Monday night, Arsenal away to Newcastle. So a lot of games to get through, guys. A lot of games to get through. Everyone's doing well. And don't forget, guys, bit of housekeeping before we start. Don't forget to hit the like button. The like buttons really, really, really do matter, guys. So hit that like button, guys. Helps me out, helps the videos out. Big up to all of you, and big up to everyone subscribing recently as well. I'm now on 911 subscribers, so I'm very close to that 1K dream. So thank you very much for everyone subscribing so far, and thank you very much for everyone tuning into the videos. I mean, my views for the last 48 hours or so have been absolutely mental. I had a good views on the 1.8k views yesterday on the watch along. Big up to all you guys. Big up to everybody. Thank you very much for coming in and tuning in to me every single day and being part of this channel, part of the community. Big love to all of you as well, guys. Will Joey over feeling Leeds will get relegated? Yeah, I mean, poor old Leeds. I said about 7 weeks ago, I think Leeds were heading for relegation. They just couldn't pick up wins, and I don't see Leeds getting a single point from now till the end of the season. And for that reason, I see Everton and Burnley picking up points. So for that reason, I see Leeds going down. But Southampton have got to be a bit, they've got to be careful as well. Savage in the house, big up my friend. How are you? Finally, 2 days before the FA Cup final. Come on, how are you, Jay? Well, I had a bad night yesterday at the football training, but I packed the 90-70 team on the season. Salah and Ronaldo on FIFA Ultimate Team. There you go. Big up your FIFA Ultimate Team. I have no idea what FIFA Ultimate Team is or what it's about or anything. I hear a lot of people talk about FIFA Ultimate Team all the time. I mean, I hear kids paying fortunes on FIFA to buy cards. Is that right? I don't know. The kids buy cards on FIFA, and they can get like you can get a gold Ronaldo that's like 99 and stuff like that. I don't understand it. I really don't. When I play FIFA, I just play career mode. You know what I mean? I don't understand the world of the online FIFA community. I really don't. The next game's at Brighton at home, and Brentford away. Yes, I don't see it. I just don't see him. I don't see him picking up points. I know I said Raf is overrated, but for 25 minutes on really scores, him and Salah's backup attack. Yeah, 25 minutes. Yeah, it's a bit hard to turn down 25 mil, ain't it? I never knew he had one. No, I think it came out a while ago because Barcelona's interest. And it come out, if he got relegated, it's 25 million release clause. If Leeds stayed in the Premier League, it's a 70 million release clause. There's 2 release clauses. Hey up, Jamie, how are you? I'm good, Paul. How are you, my friend? Glad to see you here. My mate Mitch in the house. How are you, Jimbo? Can't wait for the FA Cup final. Now, mate, nice warm up for the big one. It certainly will be. I can't wait for Saturday. I'm buzzing, mate. FA Cup final. Apart from the Champions League final, it's the biggest cup final in club football. I'm telling you, the FA Cup final is special. Big up Jamie. Sadly, we won't win the league this season, but we will go for it next season. Trusting Klopp. Big up Ali. Yeah, Jamie. Ultimate Team is where you build your own team. Yeah, it's. I think I'm an old fart, Andrew. I'm an old fart, my man. Where you buy cards for your team. Yeah, this is the thing that pees me off about EA Sports. I will say this about EA Sports because I notice it in a lot of EA Sports games. You pay 50 quid for an EA game, yeah. You pay £50 for an EA Sports game or any kind of EA game, yeah. And then you got to spend about 40 quid playing the game to get the stuff you want. I just find that a con. I don't know about anyone else. If I'm paying 50 quid for a video game, I shouldn't have to pay for anything else while I'm playing that game. It's just a con. So kids are you're buying a £50 game for your kid. So say I buy my son FIFA, it costs me 50 quid. He's playing it on his PlayStation, and Dad he tells me a couple of days later, Dad, I need £20 because I need to buy all these cards on FIFA Ultimate Team. Be like, what? I just bought the game for 50 quid. Why do you need an extra £20? I find that a con, but I know that with a lot of EA games. I know with their Star Wars Battlefront 2 game, you had to pay so much to get the DCL. Is it DLC or DCL? Is it DLC? Is that what you call the extensions on video games? DLCs, ain't it? And you have to pay like 10 or 15 quid for them. I'm like, why am I paying money? I've just bought the game for 50 quid. It's a con. Watch out, people. And Jamie Carvalho will be announced soon for British Show said, yeah, that's going to be done soon, my friend. So if he stays in the Premier, it's 70 million. Yeah, 70 million release clause if he stays in the Premier. 25 if he gets relegated. He's got 2 clauses. Krista back again. I'm here again from India. Big up, Krista. How are you, my friend? Doug in the house. Ultimate Team is for people who want to piss their up the wall. Waste of time, my opinion. Big up, Doug. Doug, I'm the same, mate. If I'm buying a game for 50 quid, I ain't paying for anything else. You know what I mean? Big up, Doug, as always. Carvalho announced in a couple of days, also looking like Calvin Ramsey's completed his first part of the medical. Yeah, I've heard that. Hopefully that's true. Once I pay for a game, I expect the whole game, not add-ons to play. I don't let my kids do it on the iPad. Download the free but charge stuff to actually play. Yeah, exactly. It's just a con, ain't it? DLC, that's the one, DLCs. They give you new maps and stuff, yeah. But I just booked the game for 50 quid and they asked me another tenner to buy a map. Fuck off. Same with Call of Duty. I've stopped playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty is ridiculous. You can't play Call of Duty live anymore. I'll tell you. You just get 10-year-olds playing Call of Duty live who sit around the corner, and as soon as you come back alive again, they put you back somewhere in the map. They just go, die! Eat up. Can't do it. It's too aggressive. It's essentially gambling for kids. It certainly is. Because they keep going till they get the pack they want. It's naughty. Buy a pack and you might get a good player at sticking in. I like Red Dead. I love Red Dead. Beautiful game, Red Dead. You can play that for hours. What I love about Red Dead Redemption, I'm getting onto video games now. This is a Premier League preview. Stick with me, guys. We will get to it, but I've just got to talk about this for a second. What I love about Red Dead Redemption, I can play that game for about 3 hours and I've literally done nothing in the game because the scenery is so beautiful and you're just riding your horse everywhere and taking care of it and stuff like that, and maybe just helping out a few villages and towns, with their crime and that. You've done it for 3 hours and you've literally done nothing. It's a beautiful game. Krista, any new signings to Liverpool this summer? Yeah, Carvalho and Ramsey so far on the way, my friend. They're on the way. More to come. Watch this space. Don't be too upset about not winning the Premier. We've got City. We've got to let City get a cup for attending. We're having on the other 3. Yeah, big up. Big up, Paul. That's exactly what. The treble is coming. Wolves do. I think you meant. Hang on. Wolves didn't win 3-0. Let's hope West Ham do. I'd rather not have Raf for 70 million. No, I thought it was 25. Yeah, well, Leeds are getting relegated, Pablo. So don't worry, it will be 25. Correct, Jamie. DLC is downloadable content. Is that what it stands for? It should say. It should also state. It should also stand for rinse mum and dad of all their money. That's that's what it should stand for. Jamie, are you still believing Carvalho will be attacker or a midfielder? For me, I think he'll be a Kevin De Bruyne, but a light. Kevin De Bruyne light. Creative number 8. Yeah, I think. Ali, I said to you, I think I'll see him as a midfielder. Bit like Harvey Elliott was. Harvey Elliott started his career as a winger and turned into a midfielder. And I think that's going to be the same sort of thing with Carvalho. Please show some light, throw some light on Tottenham Arsenal match. I'm going to get to that, Krista. Don't worry. Let me just read these comments out and we'll get to the preview. Krista. Just hold on one sec, my friend, and I'll talk about that game. Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal was nearly done, and Frankie de Jong to United in advanced talks. Yeah, Frankie de Jong is a very good footballer, but if I was Man United, I'd be wary of buying him. He's a good footballer, but he can't get in a team. He won't be able to get into Barcelona's team because they got Kessie from AC Milan next season, who the guy uses as DM, and they got Pedri and Gavi. And if they don't think he's better than them three, I don't know if I'll be paying 70 million for a player that Barcelona don't consider better than Kessie, Pedri and Gavi. So I'd be a bit worried. I wouldn't touch Frankie de Jong. I can understand why Man United fans are getting excited. I mean, if they bought a bloke from Dartford, they'd be excited at the moment. Do you know what I mean? It's like playing a movie game like that. I really value for money. I don't mind paying 60 quid for that kind of enjoyment. Yeah, just pay the one-off fee and that is it. Big up, Cole in the house. How you doing, my friend? Have you seen Red Dead memes on YouTube feeding ladies to crocodiles? Yeah, I have. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad. Cole, who will sign the new contract first, Mane or Salah? What do you think? Both at the same time. So in the summer, they get Salah and Mane down for a photo opportunity at that desk with the Liverpool sign behind them and all that, with the pen and paper, both writing it together like that. And then they'll send that all over social media and it'll blow up like wildfire. That's what I reckon. I think Tuchemani will be our genie, but better. Yeah, totally. What game are you looking forward to buying soon? I don't buy new games. I've got to say, I always wait till games go on sale. I wait till games go on sale. I don't really buy brand new games. Or I'll get games like for Christmas off my wife or something like that. But I don't really... I got the new FIFA and I got that for Crimbo off the wife. But I've not really played it much. I've played it a few. It's just irritating because it's shit. It's like the most FIFA is the most unrealistic version of football I've ever seen in my life. It's so unrealistic. It's unreal. They turn like you can't do a 360 turn and get away from a player. They turn so slowly like this. It's ridiculous. It's so unrealistic. Like PES or Pro Evo, whatever you want to call it, was the best football game you could get. It was the most realistic football simulator you could get was PES or Pro Evo, till Konami decided to fuck it up and mess it up, the whole franchise, and mess it up, and then FIFA just took way over. But don't forget, FIFA's not being called FIFA next season. It's being called something else because FIFA and EA Sports have they've not signed a new contract, and FIFA. So EA Sports FIFA will not be called FIFA next season. It'll be called something else. Ten Hag is trying to turn it back to Ajax. I don't see it working. I can see what he's trying to do. I can understand what he's trying to do. I just don't, as I say, I don't see that working at all. Ten Hag wants to be De Jong is Dutch Jamie. That's why they're trying to get him. Yeah, I can understand it, but I just feel like if you're getting a player from Barcelona, the reason they're selling him is because they don't think he's better than Kessie, who is trash, by the way, Pedri and Gavi, but they still value him at 70 million. So they value him at 70 million, but they're telling you, the buyer, the reason we're selling him is because he's not better than Pedri, Gavi, and Kessie. But they still want 70 million. No. Stuff that. Just looks like Man United are doing what Man United always do, guys. They've not changed. They've not changed. They just go buy players that they think are trending. They're doing the same thing again. It's not sensible business at all. It's just not sensible business. Mane is signed first. He knows which side his bread is, but not like Mo. We're going to have to talk about Mo Salah in a minute, guys, because don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit pissed off with Mo Salah at the moment and the stuff he's coming out with. I did the, as you guys know, I did the watch along yesterday, yeah? And I saw Kevin De Bruyne put on one of the single greatest performances in a league game I've seen in years. Absolute years. Kevin De Bruyne is arguably, for me, I said it last night, I will say it. Kevin De Bruyne is arguably the best player in the world right now. The best footballer in the world right now is arguably Kevin De Bruyne. It's hard to argue on that point. The man is a fucking G. He's so good. So good. His performance last night was ridiculous. He destroyed Wolves on his own in 23 minutes. In 23 minutes, Kevin De Bruyne ended Wolves' game in 23 minutes on his own. The man's ridiculous. He's the best player in the world at this moment in time, in my opinion. And Mo Salah goes on bloody GQ magazine and no one's better in my side of the pitch, not in my club and nowhere else in the world. I regard myself as the best player in the world. He keeps talking, yeah? Salah, stop talking, mate. Do your talking on the pitch a bit like Kevin De Bruyne does. You don't need Kevin De Bruyne going on GQ magazine going, yeah, I'm the best midfielder in the world. No one can touch me. No, he don't. He does his talking on the pitch. Salah, I want you to start doing your talking on the pitch. Because when you do your talking on the pitch, you're phenomenal. When you go in front of a camera and get a microphone stuffed in your gob and you start talking the crap you're talking at the moment, stop being individual. It's a team sport. It's a team sport. I think Salah's ego is getting a bit out of control at the moment. He's getting a bit egotistical at the moment, and I don't like it. He needs to be brought down to earth a little bit. And I can guarantee you right now, Jurgen Klopp wouldn't have been that happy with his comments in the GQ magazine and all the stuff he's been sprouting about lately. Because Klopp would rather him do it on the pitch and so everyone can see it. Because let's be fair, since before Christmas, Salah hasn't turned up for Liverpool much. 4 open play goals in 20 games or something. And he's going on GQ magazine saying he's the best in the world. Put it on the pitch, Mo. That's what I want to see. If you are the best player in the world, Mo, try and get a hat-trick against Chelsea on Saturday and win us the FA Cup. Do what De Bruyne did yesterday against Wolves and destroy a team in 23 minutes. That's what I want my best player in the world to do. Don't want him talking about it. I really don't. It irritates me. Really does. Morning, Jeannie. Are you my friend? And it won't be FIFA anymore from next season. It'll be called EAFC. No more FIFA. Yeah. EAFC sounds awful. That sounds awful. Demo in the house. Big up, my friend. How are you doing, Demo? You're doing good, my man. Afternoon, Jamie and chat. Big afternoon to LFC Aaron, of course, and always. There's one game I was hoping to get this year, but I have to wait until next year. It's Marvel Spider-Man 2 with Venom in game, and next FIFA game would be called EA Sports FC, which sounds worse. It sounds terrible. Yes, I can't wait to get EA Sports FC. No. Dickens. How are you, Dickens? Man City all the way. Big up, Dickens. If you're a Man City fan, big yourself up because your team are playing some attractive football, and big up to you. Same Jamie, I'm pissed with Mo. He has to stop talking to the media and work on his football. Yeah, exactly. Put the work on the pitch, Mo, and no one will say anything. And this ain't me slagging Mo off. I love Mo Salah. I love all the players at Liverpool Football Club. I'll run with them till the day they can't run anymore. I really will. But what annoys me the most is when footballers go in the media and talk up the big game. Right, Mo weren't talk. Right, I wouldn't have minded. Say between August and Christmas, Mo Salah was arguably the best footballer in the world. Yeah, between the start of the season in August till Christmas time, Mo Salah was arguably the best footballer in the world. Right, but he never mentioned anything in right when he was in that form. I wouldn't have minded if he went on GQ magazine and interviews and went, "Yeah, I'm the best in the world," because at that time he was the best in the world. Right, no doubt about it. But since January till now, he's been dreadful. And then he goes on, well, not dreadful, that might be a bit harsh, but he hasn't been great. And then he talks about how great he is. I was like, no, Mo, you're doing it the wrong way round, Mo. Mo, just go on the pitch and do what De Bruyne did against Wolves on Saturday in the FA Cup final. And I will sing your praises again, my son. But don't do it on GQ magazine. I'm proper pissed off with Salah. He's money mad and he's not getting the passion for the team. I don't know if he's money mad, but there's definitely something going on. His contract situation for me is getting a bit silly now. I've said it from time and time again. Mo Salah knows how Liverpool work. Mo Salah and his agent know Liverpool structure. They got a way structure. They know what the club's about. They know what he does. And, you know, if he's really asking for 400 grand a week, for me, he's not helping himself either. Because right now, Mo Salah is not a 400 grand a week footballer. So Mo Salah hasn't really helped himself since January till now. He's not really helped himself because he's not a 400 grand a week footballer right now. He really isn't. You can't be the best in the world if you can't play 90 minutes. Salah is king. Big up. I don't know. I do love De Bruyne. I mean, that De Bruyne game yesterday, Genie, that De Bruyne, oh my word. What? And he's been doing it, let's face it. Look, I will say this, De Bruyne has only turned up. So it's a bit similar to Salah, right? So Salah was the best player. For me, Mo Salah was the best player in the Premier League from August to Christmas. And then De Bruyne has been the best player in the Premier League from Christmas till now. So they both had half a season each, if that makes sense. But I do love Jet. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Mo, but I want to see him do more of his talking on the pitch instead of at GQ interviews and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Diaz has had more goals this month than Mo. Yeah, big up. Well, when you have the stats Salah has this season, he's not wrong to say he's the best in the world. Yeah, his stats are fantastic, Demo, but his stats are fantastic. But I'm looking at a player who's only scored 4 goals in 20 matches and talking about it. I wouldn't have minded him talking about it between August and Christmas, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. If he spoke about it then, I would be like, yeah, talk your game, because you're proving it on the pitch. Right now, it's not. And, you know, with his contract, no, his ego is what makes him play. You sound like a brute. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to get at, guys, let's just put this on the thing with Mo. I love Mo, and I want Mo to sign his new contract with Liverpool. I certainly do. Don't get me wrong, right? But these interviews he's doing at the moment, look, we're at a time where he's sounding very individual, if you know what I mean. You know, he's talking about Real Madrid. He's talking about, you know, quadruples. He's talking about that. When you hear all other members of the Liverpool team, they're not talking about any of this, you know. They're talking about the team. No, I love Mo has the thing or to talk about himself and big himself up. And I'm good with that. I really am. But what I'm trying to say is I wouldn't have minded Mo saying what he's saying now in the first half of the season when he was absolutely brilliant and at his absolute best and looked, you know, he was the best player in the world then. Right now, I can't call him the best player in the world because he's not performing to the best player in the world standards, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make sense of it. So I'm not dissing Mo. I love Mo. Want him to sign his new contract. I just don't want him to keep talking talking in interviews because it makes him, you know, I'd rather him just do his talking on the pitch. You know, go and get a hat-trick against Chelsea on Saturday and, you know, that's your talking, Mo. Don't do interviews. Just do your talking on the pitch and you'll be king. I love Mo, though. He's the king. He's the Egyptian king and he is one of the, if not the best right-sided forward in the world. That is a fact, no doubt about it. But I want to see him do more of his, less talking in interviews, more doing it on the pitch. That's what I want to see lately, if you get what I mean. Jamie Salah's, I don't know if it's Salah's agent. Jamie, how do you see the North London derby going tonight? I think Spurs will win. I want Spurs to win because I want Spurs to win because I think it'd be a good one if Spurs get the win. I really do. I think it'd be intriguing for top four. And Arsenal fans can be like, because Arsenal fans are, oh my God, they're the worst to be around at time, Arsenal fans. You're around them and you're like, be quiet, Arsenal fans. Be quiet. You're not. Arsenal fans at this moment in time think Arsenal are 2011 Barcelona. You go to Arsenal fans and I talk about Arteta, you'd think they've got Pep Guardiola as their manager and they got Barcelona 2011 football team. You talk to Arsenal fans right now. So I'd love Tottenham to win today. And the top four race then becomes really interesting for the last two games. Mo didn't do the start of his Liverpool career. Why now? He has changed. It doesn't look good. I still think he'll sign a new deal. Yeah, Saint in the house. How you doing, my friend? I hope you'll do. Big up, Saint LFC TV. Go and check him out, guys. Massive Liverpool fan. I think he's got a Liverpool-Chelsea preview tonight at 11 p.m. Go and check the big man out. And Roms and Ish as well. Generation X. Go and check them out. Look at Marnie. Look at Marnie Salah as a look at Marnie Salah as a moment about anything. Yeah, exactly. I wish Mo was listening to us all on this channel. It might make him think, said Paul. F De Bruyne, fucking Man City players. Did you see Drifter yesterday in Coppish preview for the Chelsea game? He finally said if Pep said F Pep and the City players. Big up Drifty. Big up Drifty every time. Love Drift. Love Drift. I have to stick up for him on this one, particular GQ shoot. They dropped the article on January 11th. Oh, they dropped that. So if that was on January the 11th, I'm perfectly fine with it. If it's only just come out now, then that's fine. If that article was on January 11th, beautiful, no problem, because he was playing well then. And they shot it in December. He was on fire back then. The Madrid one was fair enough. Yeah, this one, perfectly fine. I did not know. See, personally, I thought the GQ interview only just happened. So that's why I was pissed off at it. But like I said, if he did this interview back in December and it came out in January, big up to Mo. He's allowed to talk about it then because he was on fucking fire. So big up Mo Salah. Yeah, big up Mo. I did not know it came out then, so I'll take it all back. Take it all back. I said that though, guys. I did say in my little rant, if he did this while he was on fire, got no problem. And he did do that interview while he was on fire. It's just that it's come out now. Typical, ain't it? They bring it all out now when Mo's not on fire, and it makes it look worse. So if that's the case, big up Mo Salah. You were in your right to talk about yourself when you're absolutely on fire. No problem. Why Kevin DP in the yeah, that's true. I don't understand. I still to this day don't understand why Pep Guardiola took Kevin De Bruyne off against Real Madrid. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. The man is so good. Don't get me wrong. You can have bad games. You can be the best player in the world and have a bad game. I mean, when Liverpool beat Barcelona in the Champions League semi-final a few years back, when we went and won the Champions League that year, I still personally thought for me, Messi was still the best player in the world, but we beat them 4-0. So, I still think Messi at that time was still the best footballer in the world. But, you can have the off day. But, yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is Kevin De Bruyne is scary. Let's face it, he's scary. And if I've watched Man City closely the last few games because I've done their watch along, and I don't think Man City particularly have been great, but it's Kevin De Bruyne who's pulled them out. It's Kevin De Bruyne who's pulled them out. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne didn't play yesterday. I don't think City would have won. I really don't. Because we've got to talk about it in a minute as well when I get to the preview. Fucking Wolves should have had 2 penalties yesterday. And Man City have the nerve to call us Liverpool. Jesus God, Barchester City, ain't it? Blue is too far, to be fair. Sorry. You're all right, Jeannie. You're all right, my friend. You can have a pop of me. It's all good. It's all good. I don't mind. FFG have played a blinder with a power now. Yeah, they are. Just cut go again to this disappear versus let's not forget. Yeah. But like I said, Messi disappeared when Liverpool beat them 4-0 and went on to win the Champions League. And for me, he was still the best player in the world then. So I'm saying you can have bad games. You can have bad games. F them spuds. And Garden Champsy on the next one. Big up Joyce. Bit odd still, the magazine coming out 6 months later. It is weird, ain't it? But I think I remember Michael Owen back in the day. He had a magazine interview. I can't remember who it was with. This is a while ago now. And Michael Owen, I can't remember the magazine. This is a long time ago. And Michael Owen was talking himself up and all that. And they had like best striker in the world on the front cover. And Michael Owen was on it and all that. And by the time the magazine actually come out, Michael Owen was injured and hadn't been playing for about 2 months. And he got a lot of criticism about that. I can't remember the magazine. This is a long time ago. But I remember that. I think I think it's because they do so many shoots and articles at one time and then structure when that magazine comes out every month and what stories go in what magazine. I think that's how it works. 2-0 tonight for Tottenham. Come on, West Ham. I personally think most Salah have more bad games this season than good despite his 20 goals. I mean, that's the thing. You can have bad games and still score loads of goals. You know what I mean? I think we say that a lot about Mo sometimes. That, you know, Mo can have a really bad 90-minute game, but then in the 91st minute, he somehow got 2 goals. You know what I mean? But that's what's deadly about him. I remember watching Mark Owen when he was younger. Mark Owen didn't always have great games. He might not do nothing in the whole match. And then with in a 5-minute spell, he's got 2 goals and won you the game. But for 85 minutes, he's been terrible. And that's why they always say you never, ever substitute a goal scorer. You never, ever substitute a goal scorer. That's why Harry Kane never gets substituted for Tottenham and things like that, unless the game's completely done, because you never know. A goal scorers are special, and they can score a goal in a blink of an eye and win you the game, although they've been bad all day. So that is something with Mo as well. Mo has that ability. Mo has that massive ability of like not being good for a 90-minute match, but then wins you the game. So he has that ability in him. Big up, Jay, mate. Good on, good, John Moore. Good, man. Big up, Mitchell and Aaron. And hey, John says LFC Aaron. Right, guys, let's get to the game tonight. Tottenham versus Arsenal. It is at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium because they've still not gave it a name yet. So they're just calling it the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's only been a year. And they still haven't got a name for it. I thought they were going to call it the Nike Stadium. That was what someone said. Someone said they were going to call it the Nike Stadium. I'm in that industry away from YouTube, bro. They dropped the magazine ages ago, but people only cared about the pics. But now he ain't playing well. Outlets will use the quotes for clickbait, smart business. Yeah, big up. I knew it had to be something like that. When you just said to me about that, it's just crazy, ain't it? I never even knew the. See, this is the thing, because I don't buy magazines. I don't do all that sort of stuff. So I never knew this came out in December. So if this came out in December, this magazine came out in December, January time. Well, it came out in January. You said got filmed in December, came out in January. Obviously, then Mo was the best player in the world, so he had every right to saying it. But because Mo's not been very good for a while now, and he's only got 4 goals in 20 games or something like that. So they click up all the articles now. They all go over social media, and it looks like that article only just come out this week. So it makes Mo look worse. So no, that's a bit naughty, ain't it? That's a bit naughty. And the unintelligent like myself thinking that article's only just come out makes Mo look terrible. In theory, that article came out in January when Mo was on fire. So yeah, big up Mo Salah. 2-1 Aaron's game within this game. The toilet seat. The toilet seat. Good day, Jeannie, my man. Have a good one, Jeannie. Have a good one. Whatever you're doing today, the weather is gorgeous outside. I hope it is where you are as well. Mark Owen is pig ignorant. I did a plumbing job at his big house in Cheshire. He never spoke to me, so I stung him on the price. Good man, Paul. Good man, Paul. Tottenham Arsenal is at the toilet seat stadium, as Aaron just said, and it does look like a toilet seat from above, don't it? I know a lot of Tottenham. I was on the Tottenham fan channel last week, And I went to Tottenham. I went on the Tottenham fan channel last week when we did the Tottenham Liverpool preview, and they were saying it's not really a football stadium. It's like an entertainment stadium. What they built, not really a football one. It's an entertainment stadium because it's not built just for football. It's built for NFL concerts, all this sort of stuff. And they don't particularly. They prefer White Hart Lane. But they said it is a beautiful stadium, obviously, but it's not a football stadium. It's an entertainment stadium. That's why Tottenham fans said it to me, and if they say it, that must be true. I went to the stadium for a business meeting 3 weeks ago. It's incredible inside, like a 5-star luxury hotel. The trophy cabinet was bare low. Oh, I must say, I think this game ends 2-2. Yeah, I know it does look beautiful stadium, but yeah, it's Spurs fans call it more of an entertainment stadium than a footy stadium. So victory for Arsenal would secure 4th place tonight. So if Arsenal do win tonight, they will secure 4th place. It will be their highest Premier League finish since the 2015-2016 campaign, when they finished 2nd. Also, it would also be the first time since that campaign that they have finished above Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs are unbeaten in their last 7 league home matches against Arsenal, with 5 wins and 2 draws, their longest such run against their North London rivals since a run of 9 between 1960 and 1968. Smith Rowe and Saka were both on the score sheet when Arsenal last played Spurs in a 3-1 victory in the earlier fixture this season. He was the last Englishman to score for the Gunners in both home and away fixtures against Spurs in a single season was Ian Wright back in 93-94. So Smith Rowe could apparently equal that tonight, because I do believe I saw rumours that Saka might not play tonight and Ben White might not play tonight because they might be injured. I don't know if that's true, but I have seen rumours of that. Harry Kane is the top scorer in North London derbies. I think he's got 11 goals in 16 games. For Spurs against the Arsenal. But however, he has not scored in either of his last 2 appearances against the Gunners. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Paul Tierney is the referee tonight, and we all know he's probably he's not the worst on VAR's Mike Dean. So something controversial is going to happen tonight. Something controversial is definitely going to happen tonight, no doubt about it. Hi Gary, how are you, my friend? So that should be interesting. That should be an interesting one. Get your scores on the doors, guys. Get your scores in the chats. So the score for Tottenham versus Arsenal tonight, guys. Get them in the chat. I think Savage already went 2-2. Aaron's gone 2-1 Tottenham. I think Tottenham win this. I think Tottenham win this 3-2. I'm going to go 3-2, a high-scoring North London derby. I'm going to go 3-2 for the Spurs in this game, guys. 2-0 Arsenal's. Gary's going 2-0 Arsenal. So get your scores in the chat, guys, what you think the score would be in the Tottenham Arsenal game tonight. Right, let's get to the Sunday games. Obviously, cup final on Saturday. Right, obviously, the cup final on Saturday, I'll do a bigger preview. I'll do a big preview for the cup final tomorrow. But I'll ask you guys in the chat right now, what's everyone's feelings with the cup final tomorrow? And on Saturday, how is everyone feeling for the cup final tomorrow? I want to get your thoughts on it, guys. On Saturday, I keep saying tomorrow like it's Friday. On Saturday, what's everyone's feelings about it? How do we all feel? Because Chelsea got a good win against Leeds yesterday. Mason Mount with a good goal. Kovacic, I think, went off injured in that game for a horrible tackle from Dan James. Really bad tackle from Dan James. Almost breaking his ankle if he went with any more force, because he went in quick. So what's your thoughts on that on Saturday, guys? Obviously, we know we haven't got Fabinho. He's out. He's out for the week. He's out till hopefully he'll be back for the Champions League final. Personally, I don't think Fabinho would be such a miss against Chelsea. I think Hendo can do a very good job in the number 6 role. I think Hendo could do a very good role there. Personally, I think Hendo will play 6, Keita on the right of Hendo, and Thiago on the left hand Hendo. I think that's how we'll go, and then Salah, Mane, Diaz up front. But as everyone's thoughts on it, we're getting nervous, or we're anticipating a good game, or how are we feeling? Because I ain't nervous about it. I'm actually really excited because I know Chelsea beat Leeds and they're gaining with a bit of momentum now. They've been very poor for the last 6 weeks, Chelsea Football Club, really poor. They're actually in the top 4 race now, which is mad. Especially if Tottenham win today, they're in the top 4 race. It's madness. I think there'll only be 5 points between Tottenham. No, what is it? Yeah, Tottenham will only, if Tottenham win, there'll only be 5 points behind Chelsea, I do believe, or 4 points behind Chelsea with 2 games to go. So it's all to play for. It's all to play for. Well, they had, I think they were 14 points clear of Arsenal, Chelsea at one point. They were 14 points clear of Arsenal at one point. And now Chelsea are only 2 points clear of Arsenal. So, yeah, things have gone from bad to worse for them, but they picked up a good win against Leeds, gives them a bit of momentum. But if Kovacic is out of this final, Kovacic always plays well against Liverpool. And I'd rather Jorginho plays. I really would. I'd rather if Jorginho played in midfield than Loftus Bumcheek. If Loftus Bumcheek and Jorginho plays in that midfield with Kante, I'm really happy with that. Proper happy with that. Let's get some of your comments. Both bottle it, draw, says Tony. There you go, both bottle it and draw. Beautiful, beautiful. 2-0 Spurs, Murphy's game. Yeah, I'm going 2-0 Spurs. Well, 3-2 Spurs, sorry. 3-2 Spurs. Hi, Gary. Liverpool 3-0, Gary says. Treble is still on. Yes, it is, Tony. Treble is still on, my friend. A Mo hat-trick, oh, fellas. A Mo hat-trick would be perfect. A Mo hat-trick right now would even shut me up. So that'd be perfect. Hate playing Chelsea. Wouldn't surprise if it's extra time again. Yeah, Chelsea are horrible playing finals, ain't they? Really horrible play. Afternoon, Aaron. Better not be penalties again. No, bloody hell. Just Mark Lukaku. Don't want him scoring against us. Yeah, exactly. Very confident, bro. And Fab is out for the season. Yeah, I don't think Fab will make the Champions League final either. Because there's only 2 weeks. The Champions League final is 2 weeks Saturday. And if he has got a hamstring injury, there's just no way he's going to make it back in time. So, Hendo in the 6. I'm actually not worried. It's funny. It's really, this is going to sound mental. It's going to sound mental. But I'm a bit happier that, not that Hendo's playing the 6. How do I say this without saying mental? Because Fabinho's so good. But Hendo's got more legs than Fabinho. And Hendo, this might sound mad to everybody, but Hendo's our quickest midfielder, which is crazy. That's how slow our midfield is. Hendo's one of our quicker midfielders. That is how slow our midfield is. So Hendo playing in the 6, Hendo does have a bit of recovery pace, and he's very good in defensive positions. Hendo, I mean, he played centre back for us for a few games last season. He's very good defensively. So I'm not worried about Hendo in the 6. I'm really not. He won't get overruled. He'll play that role sensibly and professionally, and he has more recovery pace than Fabinho. So it's not. I'm not. It's not the end of the world for me. It's not the end of the world. Mane push high like he did against City. Yeah, Mane's going to be so important. He's such a rock. He's such a rock. Fabio was shocking Birmingham. It certainly was. Yeah, so what I do more of a preview for the FA Cup final tomorrow, guys. So we'll just stick to the Premier League now. But I want to really go into detail in the FA Cup final tomorrow. So I'll do some homework. I'll get some stuff written up and stuff like that. And we'll do some proper detailing of the final tomorrow, guys. Should be a good one. We'll go for a couple of hours and do a proper preview on it. That'll be tomorrow afternoon, around this time tomorrow afternoon, guys, around 12:30. I'm liking these 12:30 streams. You guys seem to like them as well. You're all coming in. So I'll keep doing these 12:30 streams, guys, if you guys like them. I like them as well. You know, it's quiet in the house. Kids are at school. It's all good time to do it. Right, Sunday, May the 15th. So all the games are on Sunday because of the cup final Saturday. Spurs, Burnley. Spurs, Burnley. There's 3 live games on Sunday. And Spurs, Burnley are on at 12 in the afternoon. So Spurs are playing on Thursday. And then Sunday at 12 in the afternoon against Burnley. What do we ever all think about that, guys? What's everyone's thinking on this game? Spurs and Burnley. Get your scores in the chats, guys. Get your scores in the chat. Let's get it up, actually. Let's see if we can share the screen. Might be a lot easier. There you go. So Spurs versus Burnley. It's the 12 o'clock kickoff, guys. What's everyone going for in this game? I think Spurs might nick it. I think Spurs might nick it. Bye-bye, Burnley, says Tony. So I think he's going Spurs here. Bye-bye, Burnley. If Spurs beat Arsenal tonight, Spurs are going to be up for it. They're going to have real momentum on their side. And, I think they'll beat Burnley at home. But these are the sort of games that Spurs do come unstuck against. Look at the games against Brighton and that recently. Really come unstuck against them. And these are the games they sometimes have trouble in. You know, when they play your Arsenals, your Man United, your Cities, your Liverpools, your Chelseas, Spurs, you know, they like playing the big teams because the big teams play away. Spurs like counter-attacking on. But when Spurs have to play teams like your Brightons and your Burnleys, it's up to Spurs to win the game. And that's when they sometimes fail. So, but if Spurs win tonight, like I think they will, I think they'll have too much momentum with 2 games to go for the rest of this season to get top 4. So, for me, Spurs will beat Burnley. I'm going 2-0 Spurs versus Burnley, guys. Gary going draw. Gabriel going, soon 2-0 Spurs. So yeah, guys, get your comments in the chat. Let me know the scores in these games, guys. And while you're at it, guys, don't forget to slap a like on this video and subscribe. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs. So most appreciated. I've just had a new subscriber, but it didn't come up. Sometimes YouTube lets me know. Google lets me know who's bloody subscribed. Sometimes it don't. So I've got 912 subscribers. So if someone just subscribed just now while we've been live, put your thumb up in the put a thumb up in the chat, and I'll read out your name, give you a shout out, and give you your flowers. Thank you very much. Villa versus Crystal Palace, guys. Yeah, Burnley win 1-0. Savage game. See, I know where Savage is going with this, like I just said about Spurs. When it's up to Spurs to win a game, this is where they fail. So he's going Burnley 1-0. Burnley 1-0. Big up Savage. Burnley 1-0. Next game, Villa Crystal Palace. This is a game of who can get to the beach first. Villa versus Palace. Now, Villa played really well against us, but that's not a barometer of how well they're playing, because every fucking team Liverpool Football Club play well against us. You know, I expect Wolves to be the hardest game of the season in the last match of the season. I really do. They got battered 5-1, but against Liverpool, they were turning to 1970 Brazil. And so it's not a barometer on how well Villa are doing with the way they played against us the other day, because let's face it, everyone brings their A game when Liverpool are in town. Because unlike Manchester City, Liverpool are a scalp. Man City haven't got that, they're a scalp thing yet. Liverpool are huge, so that's why everyone brings their A game. But I think Palace, they ain't got nothing to play for. They're trying to get a top 10 finish, I suppose. That's what they're trying to play for. They've been in decent form lately, to be fair. They've been in decent form. But I think Villa are going to end the season on a high going into next season. So, and the rumour is from a lot of Villa fans, I do know, Villa are going to spend up to 250 million in the summer. They're going to spend mega money for Stevie. So I think they're going to end the season on a high. I'm going 2-0 Aston Villa. 2-0 Aston Villa. I think Villa just need to end this season on a high, go into next season, get some new players. Palace have already ended this season on a high. They got to a FA Cup semi-final. They've done well in the league. For me, their season will be on a high, even if they lose their last 2 games, in my opinion. So, yeah, Villa, I'm going for a 2-0 win. 2-1 Villa says Savage. 3-0 says Tony. Pat's already on the beach. Murph71 says 3-1 Villa. So, yeah, guys, continue getting your scores into the chats and I'll read them out. 5-0 Villa. Wow, Gary. Leeds versus Brighton. Leeds versus Brighton. Now, Brighton, I think, have the third best away record in the Premier League, which is immense, which is mad. Oh, Tony Ings, Danny Ings hat-trick. Danny Ings did look good. Danny Ings hat-trick, Tony says. So Brighton have the third best Premier League away record, which is nuts. You wouldn't think it, would you? But little old Brighton are the third best team away from home this season. Against Leeds United, who can't score a goal. And not can they not score a goal, they can't keep 11 players on the pitch. They cannot allow, they won't, I don't know what it is. They got a man sent off the game before. They got a man sent off last night. The Dan James one was bad. I can't believe Dan James waited on the bar line in case VAR overturned it. Did you see that? He's just waiting there in case VAR overturned it. What was he thinking? He went in 110 miles an hour with his studs right up like that with 2 feet. What is he thinking? I can't see Leeds getting a win here. I really can't. I can't see Leeds getting points. I mean, Savage has gone 1-0 Leeds. He's going big. He's going big. I just can't see Leeds getting points. They got no Dan James. They got no what's the right back? Because he got a red card as well. So I don't think they got them available to them. So I just don't. Where do Leeds score goals? Rodrigo's a pile of pants. Their main striker's been injured all season. Brighton could effectively relegate Leeds in this game. Really could. I'm going to go 1-0 Brighton. I don't think it's going to be like a massive score fest or anything. I'm going 1-0 Brighton. Stevie won't allow them on the beach business. To be honest, no team should be disrespectful to your playing fans. So that's why we should over-rotate in the team. Prem, whenever City will win or lose. Yeah, exactly. You got to keep some dignity. I agree. Leeds need a 2-0 win to stay up. I just don't see Leeds winning 2-0 against anybody. I mean, if they do it, they do it. Big up to Leeds, but I just don't see it, guys. I really don't. So I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going 1-0. I'm going 1-0 Brighton. 1-0 Brighton. Right, here comes a game that doesn't matter. Watford Leicester. If anyone can predict this, you're a genius. If anyone can predict Watford versus Leicester, big up to you. Because I think Leicester 14th in the Premier League right now, having a woeful season. Really bad. They won 3-0 yesterday against Norwich. So big up to them. Jamie Vardy getting 2 goals. So maybe this is a Leicester win here. Vardy back in the goals as well. Jay Maddison scoring. You know, Watford drawing 0-0 with Everton yesterday. That's a terrible result for Everton. That point is no good. If Everton got 3 points yesterday, Everton were safe. If Everton got 3 points yesterday against Watford, for me, Everton were perfectly safe. But that point is not a good result. And, obviously, Watford are already relegated. I'm going to go for 4-0 Leicester win. I think Leicester are going to smash Watford. I'm going for it. I know it's going to be a hard one to guess and predict because, you never know with Leicester. But I'm going Leicester to beat Watford 4-0. I think Vardy back in the goals. It'll suit Watford down to Vardy against Watford. I can see Vardy getting goals. Going 4-0 Leicester. Murph, I think Leeds will do it. We'll just do it 1-0. Brighton are in really good form, but the Leeds crowd may just get over them over the line in this one. Yeah, maybe. They go Gabriel going 0-0. 2-1 Watford to Savage. Savage is just picking the opposite to me. He's doing it on purpose, I swear. Oh dear. 4-0 Watford, why not? Tony's gone 4-0. I mean, let's be fair, why not? These games mean nothing. I wonder who Rebecca is. I wonder what Rebecca is doing. Oh yeah. I mean that court case, or isn't it going to court or something now? Jamrock in the house. Honest conversation about like a killer incident against overall mid-table teams after this season ends. We can, Jamrock. Yeah, we can do that, definitely. Come on the show, Jamrock. And in the summer after the season's finished, Jamrock, you can come on. We can do a video together about it and all that sort of stuff you like. No worries, man. Raining goals, 4-4 draw. Wow, that would be a game. West Ham, Man City. Here you go, guys. West Ham, Man City. West Ham, Man City. What do we think? Man City 6-0? Is that what we go? We go Man City 6-0? Because I thought Wolves... Do you know the weird thing about last night's game? I don't think Wolves played that badly. I really don't. I watched it. Obviously, I did the watch along for it last night, and again, thank you for everyone who did the come and watch the watch along. I think it was one of my most successful watch alongs. I think I had like 1.8 thousand people, 1.8 thousand views on that watch along so far. Unless unless YouTube wipe half of them views away like they bloody do all the time. But yeah, at the moment on my channel, it does say 1.8 thousand views. My last one said like 4,000 views for one of my videos, and YouTube came along and wiped most of them views away, and it was just 800 views, which I'm really happy with. 800 views is fantastic for a channel my size, don't get me wrong. But YouTube don't count it as a view unless you've watched it for apparently 3 minutes, and then that's the only way YouTube counts it as a view. So if you turn something on and watch it for a couple of seconds, YouTube don't count it as a view. You've got to watch something for 3 minutes to be counted as a view. And otherwise, YouTube wipe them views away, which is really annoying. I don't know why they do that. It really pees me off. You know, if you put something on for a second, it should be a view. But yeah. But at the moment, that's a really successful watch along for me, and thank you for everyone. But I thought City played well. City played well. I thought actually Wolves played all right. They should have had 2 penalties. Let's face it. I don't know what the VAR was doing. I'm sick of City fans telling Liverpool fans, no, VAR's on our side all the time, when Wolves should have had 3 penalties this season. No, should have had 2 penalties last night, and the penalty at the first game of the season at the Etihad shouldn't have even counted. So, yeah, it could have been a bit closer that game, and well, it was in the end. But you know, Kevin De Bruyne decided to turn up and destroy them. But I didn't think Wolves are that bad. That's what's scary about City. Leicester 2-1, 4-0 City. Demo's going. 8-0 City. My heart says 5-0 West Ham. My head says 5-0 City. If Antonio starts a game, which he should against that City team that played the Dingles. I think West Ham win 2-1. City are a better team than Wolves. But they were exposed on the counter. Bowen. Oh, you mean West Ham are a better team than Wolves? I think you mean there. I think that's what you mean. Are exposed on the counter with Bowen. Yeah. Look, let's not forget what Savage is saying there is correct. Yesterday, watching the game, Wolves got in behind Manchester City about 3 or 4 times on the counter attack. It's just that their end product was terrible. If their end product was better, they could have scored a couple of goals yesterday. And don't forget, they're going to have. I don't think Laporte limped off. You know, Laporte limped off yesterday at the end of the game. His knee didn't look great. He wasn't in the greatest shape, so he might not play. So it might be Ake and Fernandinho. So that weakens them even more. And West Ham are a decent side. West Ham will want to win this game. West Ham want to play Europe next season. So, do you know what? I'm going for a draw. I think this is the game City draw. I'm going for a draw. I'm going 1-1. I think it'd be a 1-1 draw. It'd be a 1-1 draw. They just got to keep De Bruyne quiet. If you can somehow keep De Bruyne quiet and just pin him down, I think it's West Ham's last home game of the season, and it's Mark Noble's last home ever game for West Ham. So emotions and that, want to finish on a high, want to try and get into the top 7 or top 6 and chase Man United down for that last European place. Yeah, I'm going to go West Ham. I'm going to go West Ham on this to get something. I'm going for the draw. I think this is a game City draw. And, yeah, which irritates me even more because we threw the points away. Because, by the way, we're going to absolutely annihilate Southampton next week, by the way. That's going to be embarrassing. They won the league already. It will take a miracle for us to win that, yeah. I reckon they're going to draw this game, though, and they're going to win the league by a point. That's what I'm telling you. There is a bias for City champion. There certainly is. As Mane signed his deal. Not yet, my man, not yet. So, Wolves, Norwich is I think that's the final game. No, there's one more. Wolves versus Norwich, guys. What are we thinking? Wolves versus Norwich. Let me know what you think on this one. Wolves versus Norwich. Norwich are going to get a 9 later, don't they? Yeah, I am clutching at straws, Tony. You're damn right I'm clutching. Massive clutch. Massive. Massive. But I'm still going 1-1 because West Ham need a result. Let's face it. Wolves play. I thought Wolves did play well yesterday. They got in behind City 4 times. They should have had 2 penalties. They scored a good goal, make it 1-1. You know, they did get. Let's not pretend they didn't play well. They did play well, and I think West Ham are better than Wolves, and they have more going up front. So if Antonio's playing, Bowen's playing, who's the Czech bloke? Souček. If they get corners and set pieces, Souček is dangerous. Yeah, West Ham are not a horrible team to play, especially at home. So yeah, I'm bigging this up. And I know City are going 5-0, but I am bigging it up. It's going to be a draw, and we're going to lose the league by 1 point again. How annoying is that? Wolves Norwich, guys. Wolves Norwich, a game that, frankly, no one will watch and no one will care about. But I'm going to go Wolves. I'm going to go Wolves to win 3-0 against Norwich. Norwich have given up. They're gone. They don't care now. I'm going to say I think this is the last home game of the season for Wolves. So they want to go out on a high. So Wolves go win 3-0. Get the job done. Have a little celebration around the pitch. And they're going to finish 8th in the Premier League. Can't moan at that. 8th in the Premier League's a good turnout for Wolves. Wolves 4, says Murph. 3-2 Wolves. To the fans who say fans who still believe have no common sense or silly is pretty rude. Were fans of football, and as LFC fans with such much crazy things, let's just enjoy it all. Yeah, exactly, Savage. Exactly. Man, look, I'm having a blast this season. I really am. This season for Liverpool Football Club has been an absolute blast. We've already got a trophy in the bag. We've already got 1 trophy that's in the cabinet right now, and we possibly can beat. We possibly can beat Chelsea on Saturday, win the FA Cup, and in the Champions League final in 2 weeks' time, where we can possibly win our 7th Champions League. It's massive, guys. It's absolutely huge. I can't wait for it. Tony's gone 20-0 Wolves. If that happens, Tony, DM me, and I'll have to send you some beers or something. Next season will be better. I mean, it can't get much better in this season, to be fair, Gary. But I know what you mean. The last game, I think I've clicked it off, but the last game was Everton and Brentford. Right. I'm just going to get the league table up for a minute because I'm going to see what they all need. Because this is an interesting game, this Everton-Brentford game. Because Brentford are a hard team to play, but Brentford might be on the beach now, you know what I mean? They're absolutely safe. And Everton need the points. And Everton are in decent form at the moment. So the way the league looks at the moment, obviously Norwich and Watford are already relegated. So 18th position. This is the position we're looking at. Leeds United are at the moment on 34 points, but they have a goal difference of minus 38. How bad is that? A goal difference of minus 38. The second worst, I mean, everyone else above them, Burnley's got a minus 17. Everton got minus 19. Southampton minus 20. So if it comes down to goal difference, Leeds are gone. This is what's going to make it hard for Leeds. So Burnley are on 34 points as well, but minus 17. So all Burnley have got to do is match Leeds' results, and they'll be fine. So if Leeds lose all their games, say Leeds lose their last 2 games and Burnley lose their last 2 games, Burnley are going to stay up on goal difference. Everton have got 36 points and a goal difference of minus 19. So they're 2 points clear. So basically, Everton just need to win 1 game. So if Everton beat Brentford, Everton are up. They stay up. They're not getting relegated. It's out of Burnley and Leeds. And all Burnley have got to do is match Leeds' results. All they've got to do. So if Leeds lose 2, Burnley get a point, they're going to be safe, really, because the goal difference is so big. the goal difference between them, minus 38 and minus 17. You know, Burnley are not going to lose 2 7-0 games or anything like that. So, yeah, just match Leeds' result and Burnley will be fine. I think Leeds are gone, guys. And I think Leeds are gone. Even if Leeds win and Burnley win, Leeds are still in the relegation zone on goal difference. And then there's only 1 game left. There's just no way. You know, Burnley just have to match Leeds' result. So, I think Everton and Brentford will be a draw. I'm going 1-1 between Everton and Brentford, and that'll be enough. That'll put them on 37 points. Or put them 3 points clear of Burnley and Leeds, but with a far better goal difference. So I'd say that'd be fine for Everton. They won't be going down. Hope Everton stay up. Tony, less of the blue. You guys, I love you. Would you take any Leeds players? Would I take any Leeds players? I need to have a shave. I know that. Would I take any Leeds players? I'm trying to think. Calvin Phillips is a decent footballer, but he's had a lot of injury problems, ain't he, Calvin Phillips? He's a decent footballer, but his injuries are a concern over the last 2 seasons. MD Hussein in the house. When is the next Liverpool match? Saturday, my man. FA Cup final on Saturday, MD. FA Cup final on Saturday, my man. Liverpool, Chelsea at Wembley. At Anfield South. Yeah, Rafinha. Yeah, Rafinha and Calvin Phillips are probably... Gelhardt. Is it Gelhardt? Is that how you pronounce his name? He's decent as well. I think they're the only 3, but... Rafinha on that right-hand side. You know my problem with Rafinha? It's not his technical ability as a footballer. It's his attitude. It stinks. And I just don't know. If he sorts that out, look, Klopp don't like players with attitudes. Look what happened to Sacco. You know, Klopp almost left him on Alcatraz. Yeah, well, I remember that pre-season tour to America when they went. They had a press day. Liverpool had a press day, a media day on Alcatraz in San Francisco. And they all had to go to Alcatraz for a media day. And Sacco turned up late and then started acting like the clown in front of Klopp. And Klopp was like, nah. And he almost left him on Alcatraz. He weren't coming home. Klopp was like, fuck him. He ain't coming back. And then we sold him straight away. Yeah, Klopp don't have that sort of thing, guys. Klopp don't handle that. So Rafinha, for that reason, maybe not. But Calvin Phillips may be in that midfield area. And that'd be about it. Calvin Phillips, Gerhardt, and Rafinha. There you go, Demo. Aaron's like none of them. As a backup player, Rafinha maybe, yeah. I've always said it. I've never been sold on Rafinha, and I've never been sold on St. Maximin at Newcastle either. These 2 players I've never been sold on. I really haven't. I'm more sold on Bowen more than anyone. Sorry, got an itchy arm. I'm more sold on Bowen than all of them, to be perfectly honest. Richarlison has shown a better attitude for Everton in the last few weeks than Rafinha. That is very true. And that says a lot. that says a lot. Yeah, that is the good point. Rafinha has been up for the fight for Everton Football Club. No matter what you think of Richarlison, you know, pitching face and all that and everything. No matter what everyone thinks of Richarlison, I can't stand him. I really can't. But you've got to give his calls up to Everton. He is fighting for the club and the badge and trying his best. I just don't see that with Rafinha. So there's a good point. Sacco, the thing, was a good defender. He was just a mug. Sacco was bandy on ice. Do you remember Sacco used to come out with the ball and you look really, really uncomfortable? And like Demo said, he did look a little like, you know, when Bambi first stands up for the first time in the film, he was a bit like that. That's what Sacco was like, wasn't it? I would take Bowen and Phillips. Yeah, I would take Bowen and Phillips actually in the squad. That's a good shout. Van der Beek. Jesus Christ. What's happened to that poor lad? What's happened to that poor lad? If it weren't bad enough that he played for Man United and didn't work, he went into Everton and did. I think Van der Beek's a good footballer. I've said this time and time again. I just don't think Van der Beek suits English football. I think that's Van der Beek's problem. Just doesn't suit English football, and for that reason, it don't mean he's a bad footballer. He just don't suit the type of playing. I think English football's too quick for him. Too quick, too powerful. He's more of a cultured midfielder. He would suit Spanish and Italian football to a team. He'd look phenomenal there as well. Look great. It's just that I just don't think our form of the game suits what he wants to do as a player. Guys, to 19 of you in the video right now watching along, smash the likes, guys. We're on 26 likes. I want to get 4 more likes. Let's get the 30 likes at least. 30 likes. 30 is a nice number. So that's the likes, guys. 4 more likes. Let's get up to 30. Let's get up to 30. So obviously by the time Liverpool play Southampton in the league, Man City will probably be 6 points clear. Meaning, obviously, if we don't beat Southampton on that day, City win the title that day. So we obviously have to beat Southampton, then take it to 3 points. And, yeah, I mean, if West Ham get the miracle done and get a point against Man City, they'd be 4 points clear and with 2 games to go for Liverpool. So, yeah. So 4 points out of 6, it comes to the last day. It will then come to the last game of the season, which is mad. So we have got to pray Villa, West Ham turn up like we hope they do. Get the point against Manchester City. That will put Man City on 90 points. Liverpool will be on 86 points. But by the time we play Southampton, we should batter them. But they'll then be on 89 points. And there'll be 1 point in it going into the last game of the season. And then we all hope Aston Villa turn up with Stevie, Coutinho, and Danny Ings, Liverpool boys, and put a beating on Man City. And then we beat Wolves and we win the league on the last day of the season. How about that? How about that scenario? How about that scenario, guys? What do you reckon about that scenario? Would you start Costas or Robbo Saturday? Robbo, we had to talk about this in my pre-match, on my post-match call-in show the other day with the boys. And, yeah, I put a question out there. Would you play Taki on Saturday, Demo? Demo, you'll have to come on one of my post-match call-in shows, my friend. We have a post-match call-in show after every single Liverpool game, straight after. No waiting about it. Happens minutes after. So if you're ever available and you're not doing your own thing on your own channel, yeah, come over, mate, and have a call in and have a chat with us, my man. But yeah, I put the question out there. We all went for Robbo, but look, if Robbo played, I'm happy. If Tsimikas played, I'll be happy as well. I'm not. They're both very, very good left backs. I think what Robbo does give you. Robbo has got more energy. I think he's a bit better defensively than. I think Robbo's better defensively than Tsimikas, but I think Tsimikas technically might be a bit of a better footballer. But the high energy and impact that Robbo gives you, and don't forget, Robbo's also a shithouse. He'll stir it up as well, which I absolutely love about him. So I'll probably just go Robbo, Demo, but only just. Izui, is it? Thoughts on Paul Konchesky Champions League final against Brighton Barcelona. Paul Konchesky or Loris Carriers. Oh, wow. Wow. I'll probably still go Loris Carriers. I'll probably still go because Carriers didn't have some bad games for Liverpool when he was a goalkeeper. We just remember the final where he absolutely threw it away. But before that, he was all right in games. He weren't the worst. But that final ruined his career. I can't have Paul Konchesky in a Liverpool shirt. I just can't. I've wiped it from my memory already. I've already wiped it from my memory. That can never happen. I think he was the top 10 deadest players ever. Oh, he was completely dead. No doubt about it. Big up to you. City got a 7-goal difference. Yeah, that's why they need to draw and lose to Villa. Or draw and draw. We can take 2 draws. Let me have a look at the league again. So, They're on 36 games played. We're on 36 games played. Obviously, we don't play this weekend because we're in the cup final. City do. So they're going to 37 games played with 1 game to go. So they're playing West Ham. So say they draw to West Ham, that'll put them on 90 points. We're on 86. By the time we play Southampton, we should beat them. We're going 89 points. That's a point difference. So if City, and then City draw to Aston Villa, because I don't see City losing any game. So City draw to Aston Villa, they'll go on 91 points. We beat Wolves, we go on to 92 points. Win the league by getting. There you go. Come on. That's the scenario. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Everyone think positive thoughts. It's not going to happen. But it's going to happen, guys. Think about it. Hey, I'm with you. Anything's possible these days. I still have it. Quadruple still. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that we somehow still win the quadruple? That'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious. City throw it away against West Ham. It's 1-1 against West Ham. 90th minute, whistle goes. Liverpool just won the FA Cup final the day before. Liverpool are watching the City game. West Ham have got a point. We now know all we got to do is beat Southampton, and we go with 1 point on the last day of the season. Anyone can still win the Premier League on the last day of the season. Why not believe, guys? West Ham are a decent side. This is not like City are playing Norwich. They go play West Ham. Wolves are a good side, I know, and they got pumped 5-1. But Wolves have not been in good form. But West Ham are a proper decent football team, and they're chasing Europe. It's Mark Noble's last ever game for West Ham at home. It's their last home game of the season. They have got good players in West Ham's team. They will make it difficult. If they play Antonio up front, he's a focal point. Don't forget, if you've got Antonio up front, stick Antonio on Fernandinho all match. Fernandinho's not a centre-back. He will make mistakes. Look at yesterday. He made a mistake for Dendonker's goal, and he should have gave away a penalty with his handball. Stick Antonio on him. Get Bowen going right down the wings. Get Bowen on Zinchenko. Get Bowen attacking Zinchenko. Get Souček in the box for corners. He's deadly from corners, some set pieces. I'm clutching at straws, but I'm making a good argument. You can't doubt me. I'm making a good argument. Karius genuinely has decided to retire upon his contract expiring. Very, very sad. He was so young. Is he actually retiring? The thing is, though, with Karius, he could be a male model. Let's face it. Look at the man. He's got a big career in front of him in modelling if he really wants to do it. Because look at him. It's a specimen. James, City beat West Ham. I will play the kids and the fringe players against Southampton and Wolves. Faults. No, because the reason is, I think it's against Premier League integrity. There's a rule in the Premier League where you can't play because Southampton could still get relegated. There is a thing that Southampton could still get relegated, yeah. But if we play our kids against Southampton and Southampton beat us, the teams like Everton and Burnley and all that could complain to the Premier League about it. So you've got to be careful with them sort of things. And I do believe there is a rule in a rule or something that you have to put integrity. It's about integrity of the sport, ain't it? I don't know if it's a rule as such, but it's about integrity of the sport. So you can't actually do that. That's why no teams do it. That's why you don't really see teams just playing. Like teams that have got nothing to play for, they don't play like, say, Crystal Palace versus, I don't know, Brentford. Say that was the last game of the season. No, neither of them have got nothing to play for. They can't go up a league or down in the league. So they never play all their full kids because it's about integrity to the game. You can get done for it. Look what happened to Fab. Got injured for no reason. That's why I played the fringe players and the kids. Big up, Karius, man. Sorry your career didn't go the way you wanted. I hope he is in attendance for the beaten Madrid redemption time. That would be nice for Karius, wouldn't it? Let's be fair. That would be lovely for Karius. If all this comes full circle, Liverpool beat Madrid in Paris in the Champions League final, and Karius, I know he's not in the squad or anything like that, but he'll be there. He'd be sitting in the benches. He'd be sitting in the bench with the team probably. And he can, he'd be in his tracksuit or something. And he can come on the pitch and just have that little moment of glory. And know, it's all come full circle. And then he can retire. And he maybe will be able to retire a little bit happier knowing it came full circle. I said fringe players like Taki Ox. Oh, yeah. Fringe players are fine. Sorry, Ali. I thought you meant like all the youngsters, all the kids. Fringe players are fine because they're part of your squad. As long as you play people that's part of your squad, your 25-man squad, it's fine. If you go beyond that and play kids and stuff like that, I think it's something about the integrity of the game. You're not allowed to do it. It's one of them weird rules. But yeah, I can see Ox playing. Ox is going to play the last. I can see Ox and Taki and Origi playing the last game of the season as well. In some points, they might get a few minutes here. The reason is because they're leaving. And Origi's got to get some minutes. We can't not let Lord Origi not have some minutes in his final ever game for Liverpool. But remember this, guys. I've said it already. Lord Origi is going to get the winning goal against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. I'm saying it now. It's what's going to happen. It's his last magical moment. Origi's last magical moment for Liverpool Football Club. He's going to get the winner against Real Madrid in the Champions League final, and then we're going to let him lift up the trophy. That's what's going to happen because he's Lord Origi. That's what's happening, guys. Big up Origi. Mane and Van Dijk return home on Tuesday. Anyone else? We just robbed all over Southampton's talents. Yeah, I mean Southampton. They got no talent left for us to pick, apart from Ward-Prowse. Maybe we can go and get Ward-Prowse because Ward-Prowse is a very good footballer. Very good footballer. I think people just see him like the free kick specialist, the set piece specialist, but his all-round passing game in that midfield is very good. It's so underrated. Because he plays for Southampton, it's not on the big stage, so no one looks at it. But everyone watch Ward-Prowse play football. Watch him. The man's so good on the ball. He passes the ball really well. He always looks to pass forward. He gets momentum going forward. He plays on the front foot. He's an exceptional footballer. I wouldn't mind going for someone like Ward-Prowse as a squad player in our midfield. I think he'd fit in really well in our midfield. I really do. Really do. Lord Origi winning goal versus Chelsea, and then the winner versus Wolves to win the Prem. Then the winner versus Real Madrid. Statue built May 29th. Beautiful. Murphy's done. Could you imagine? Oh, my word. Could you imagine? That'd be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Jamie, did you see inside Aston Villa on Liverpool YouTube channel and Coutinho and Klopp hugging and each other smiling? I certainly did. I think Coutinho's like, why did I leave? Because Klopp's like, I bet when they cuddled, Klopp whispered in his ear, didn't he? He probably whispered in his ear, got real close to Coutinho, went, told you shouldn't have left. Could you imagine? Savage, I have a feeling that we kept a clean sheet in both. We keep a clean sheet in both finals this year. I think 1-0 Champions League, 2-0 FA Cup. Big up, Savage. Big up, Savage. Who's everyone going to play? Right, who would you play as your centre back partnership in both finals, guys? Serious question. In both finals, who would you play as your centre back pairing? Because I would play Konate in the Champions League against Real Madrid because of the pace of Vinicius Junior on the right hand side. Because of the pace of Vinicius Junior on that right hand side and his threat, and Benzema, Van Dijk can maybe look after Benzema, and then I think I'd play Konate in the final of the Champions League, but Matip in the FA Cup final. What do everyone else think? Yes, Murphy. Wow. 40-year-old Virgil in the house. I would take Ward-Prowse. Tell him to teach Trent how to take a free kick and Robbo a corner. Yeah, that is one thing we have to talk about. When was the last time Trent scored a free kick? I mean, he had a good one the other day that just missed the bar. It was a great effort, don't get me wrong, but when was the last time? Trent's got so much ability as well. I remember Coutinho told Thiago to come to us when they were both at Bayern. Yeah, he remembered. Ibu, yeah, Savage has gone the same as me. Ibu for Madrid, Matic for Chelsea. I think that's what might happen, I think that's what might happen. Ibu has played more. I swear, correct me if I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but has Konate played more games in Champions League this season than Matip as a centre back? Or have they played about the same? Because it seems like Konate always plays the Champions League games. Henry Lewis, bruh, Real will score. We need at least 2, maybe 4 or 5. Wow. You reckon we need 4 or 5 to beat Real Madrid? Big up Henry Lewis. Big up, my friend. Hope you're well. Wow. I'm not sure. I know what you're saying because they scored 6 goals against Man City over 2 legs. So I get what you're saying. They do score goals, but I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. Van Dijk and Kanate, Tony saying. Good afternoon, Mohammed. Big up, Kevin. How are you, my friend? West Ham, Ali. Yeah, that's the last one. When it West Ham. Yeah, big up. Statman, my man in the house. Steve, how are you, my friend? Can't wait. Me and Steve are going to be in Liverpool for the Champions League final. It's going to be great. John Moore, myself, Steve, Doug, Jack, Connor from the Cop Council, I think it's going. Yeah, it's going to be great. Can't wait to meet all you guys on the 28th of May. It's going to be a great day, and we're going to get absolutely hammered. We're going to get so drunk it's going to be unreal. We probably won't even watch the game. We'll be that pissed. He scored a free kick against West Ham. Yeah, you bang on, Ali. You bang on. Man United want to sign Frank de Jong this summer for Barcelona. Yeah, we said about that already. I think it's a weird signing, personally. If I had to guess, yes, said 40-year-old Virgil. No, I reckon our defence is solid and we'll restrict them to maximum 1 goal. Yeah, I think defensively and offensively, we're better in Europe than Man City. It's weird. Because if you look at the Premier League, it's a little bit different. But in the Europe competitions, in Champions League, I think we're a better team than Man City in Europe. I think we're built different than Manchester City for Europe. I think we're a better team in Europe. We play a better style of football. We know how to waste time. We know how to kill games off and stuff like that in Europe, where Man City is still learning that. Look at game against Real Madrid. They were 1-0 up going into injury time, and Man City is still trying to score goals instead of just throwing balls into the corners and holding up play and stuff like that, where Liverpool will do that sort of thing. So I think Liverpool are a bit more defensively better and offensively better than Man City in Europe. And that's why I think Liverpool versus Real Madrid is a more difficult game for Real Madrid than it would be if they played Man City. But for the same for us, Real Madrid, and there's going to be no pushovers. They're fucking Real Madrid at the end of the day. They got, football heritage. This European European royalty stuff is real, guys. European heritage is real. It's a real thing. And both Real Madrid and Liverpool have it in abundance. This game's going to be quality. This game is a proper European Cup final, not Man City Chelsea. That's not a proper European Cup final. Real Madrid Liverpool is European royalty. This is a proper, old-fashioned, real European final, and it's going to be fucking great. I can't wait. I can't actually call it at this moment in time. I really can't. It's going to be a tight game. But I think we're better going forward than Real Madrid. I mean, they're Vinny and Benzema. We got more power up front than Real Madrid. But I think we're better defensively than Real Madrid because I'll have Kanate and Van Dijk over Nacho and Militao every day of the week. And, oh, God, Mendy at left back for Real Madrid, who's absolute dog shit. He's terrible, that Mendy at left back for Real Madrid. I'd rather have Robbo every day. In fact, Simicast is better than that Mendy at Real Madrid at left back. Jesus Christ, he's bad. The only one I like is Carvajal. Liverpool still in Man United sign. Let Frankie de Jong go. I'm not a big Frankie de Jong fan. I'm worried about Vinicius of Madrid. How can we stop him running at us? Just Kanate or kick him up the arse. Kanate, that's why Kanate for me has to play in the Champions League final. His pace and size. I think that will intimidate Vinicius Jr. quite a bit. So I think he'll try. Look, he's going to run at Trent. He's quicker than Trent because we all know Trent's not actually that quick. But if Kanate comes across and helps Trent out, Vinny Jr. is not wanting to go take that beast on. I'll tell you that right now. He'll try it, and Kanate is just as quick. He'll stomp on him. Liverpool have to play until the last whistle. Exactly. I would start Trent against Madrid, but There has to be someone who can help him cover with Vinicius. Yeah, that's why Hendo's so important. But the only problem against this is my problem about the Champions League final compared to the FA Cup final. So I'm proper happy having Hendo as the number 6 in the FA Cup final and having Cater on one side, Thiago on the other. Because the Chelsea threat on that side of Trent's side is not as powerful as the other side for Chelsea going against Robbo. That's where they'll get more. But with Real Madrid, what I'm worried about, Hendo usually plays on the right-hand side of Fabinho. So then Hendo covers Trent's running. So if Trent gets forward, Hendo slots into that position. I don't think Cater can do that job. I don't think Cater can do that job. So if I'm going big here. This is what I think Klopp might be thinking. People might not like this, what I'm about to say, but I think this is what Klopp might be thinking, yeah? Because Cater won't be able to do that job defensively, what Hendo does when Trent gets forward. Trent will play, right? And because Trent's going to play, and there's going to be no Fabinho probably in the Champions League final, Hendo's going to play the 6. So Milner will play next to Hendo, or Milner will play the 6, and Hendo will play the 8 and get into them positions, or Milner will get into them positions when Trent gets forward. I'm telling you guys, get ready for it to happen. If Fabinho is injured, we might have a midfield 3 of Thiago, Henderson, and Milner, just for the sake of it, because someone has to cover Trent's position when he gets forward. Cater won't be able to do that. That's not what Cater does. He's not good defensively like that. You know, it doesn't read the game like that, like Henderson and Milner would. Milner would get into them positions and do what Henderson did, and Henderson will sit in for Fabinho. That's the only thing I'm worried about in the Champions League final with having no Fabinho. I'm not so worried about the FA Cup final, because I think we can deal with that. But for the Champions League final, for Vinny Jr. and Benzema and Vinny Jr. are very close to each other all the time. They're not far apart. You know, where's Vinny? There's Benzema. And it's always around that side of the pitch. So we've got to have someone there to cover the runs. If we have Cater and Thiago of Henderson, no one's going to be covering the runs there when Trent evades his position. So we need someone there. So either you don't play Trent and you play Gomez at right back to stop that happening, and then you can play Konate and Thiago. Or if you're playing Trent at right back, you might have to play Milner with Henderson, guys. I know it might not sound fashionable and good, but if you think about it, might be how we have to play that final. Might be. Tonight's Tottenham Arsenal top 4 change. Yes, big up Tottenham and Arsenal. I'll be live for that, guys, as well. So don't forget, there's 64 of you in the chat right now, guys. Don't forget, all 64 of you right now in the chat, go and hit the like button. Go and smash this like button up. We're on 33 likes right now. Let's get these likes up to 40. Let's get these likes up to 40 before I leave, guys. 40 likes before I leave. We're on 33 right now. Get them right up, guys. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like this sort of thing. I'm on every single day of the week, 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day. You go get me twice a day because I'm doing the North London Derby watch on. 913 of you have subbed. So I've had 2 more subs since I've been live. Big up to you guys who have subbed as well to the channel. Put a thumbs up in the live of the chat, guys. If it was you that subscribed just now, and I'll give you a shout out. I want Tottenham to win, then I can enjoy my AFTV. Yeah, I want Tottenham to win today as well, Kevin, for 2 reasons. It makes the top 4 race more interesting, because if Arsenal win today, they're guaranteed fourth. They're guaranteed Champions League football, which means Chelsea and Arsenal probably go finish 3rd and 4th. It means everything else is over, and Tottenham have got nothing to play for. So I want Tottenham to win tonight, because then it makes it really interesting. Tottenham go 3 points behind Chelsea with 2 games to go, and 2 points behind Arsenal, or 1 point behind Arsenal with 2 games to go. So that makes it really interesting. Secondly, I want Arsenal to lose today, because I said this earlier. I'm sick to death of these Arsenal fans that think Arsenal are now prime Barcelona 2011. They do. These Arsenal fans, like Odegaard's a good player. They're making him out he's like fucking Iniesta. It's like, shut up. A month ago, you wanted Arteta out. You lost 4 on the bounce. Now you're the greatest thing ever. So I love seeing Arsenal meltdown. My Arsenal meltdown It's the best thing in the world. So we want to see an Arsenal meltdown. We really do. So, guys, get on it. Tottenham win tonight. Can we not develop Tsimikas as a right back? I wish we could. Mendy is pony. He certainly is. I feel Thiago is our most important player for both games. I'm with you, Savage. Thiago must play both finals and make massive impacts. So that means we have to rest him in the Premier League games after Saturday and before the Champions League final. For me, so be it, because Thiago is so important. And against Real Madrid as well, Thiago's going to get more time on the ball against a Real Madrid team in the Champions League final than he does in a lot of Premier League games, because Toni Kroos and Modric and Casemiro have not got really the legs to press Liverpool's midfield for 90 minutes. So Thiago have a lot of time on the ball, and if he's got a lot of time on the ball, he can beat everything to us. He really can. He can open up everything. Well, Jamie, talking of Vinny, Drifty is agreeing with you on starting Gomez in the final. Oh, big up Drifty on Kopish. I mean, what I said just now, guys, if you start Gomez at right back, for me, then you can play Keita, Thiago and Henderson in the 6, yeah? Because you ain't got to worry about Gomez evading his right back position, because Gomez is a centre back at nature, so he'd play defensively. So he'll keep his space. He'll defend his space. Trent is forward thinking, and Klopp wants him to be forward thinking. So Trent will evade his space. If Trent evades his space, Vinny Jr. is too good to have him in that space. So you can't play Keita, Thiago and Hendo in a 3 if Trent plays, in my opinion. You need someone who's going to cover Trent's space. So that's usually Hendo. But if there's no Fabinho, Hendo can't do that because he's going to be in the 6 role. So for me, Milner has to come in and partner Henderson in that midfield 3 with Thiago, because you've got to try and counteract that. Otherwise, you give Vinny Jr. all the space in the world you want to go forward, and he can cause damage. Unless Klopp is thinking really bold and going, you know what, we're going to play our game, not worry about Vinny Jr. And I'm going to go Keita, Thiago and Hendo. Big up to Kloppo. Big up to him if he does that. But makes me a little worried. I hope people understand what I'm saying. I don't want Milner and Henderson to play together in a final of a Champions League. I don't. But what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to work out tactically where Liverpool can stop the Vinny Jr. You know what I mean? He said it last night. So he thinks like me, man. Me and Drifty, you know what I mean? Big up yourself, Charlie, my friend. How are you doing? Hope Tottenham win against Arsenal tonight. Yes. Canate will clothesline Vinicius Jr. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? He just like shook clothesline, and why the ref ain't looking, a quick elbow drop. Mate, you're smashing it, mate. Hopefully, one day I can get 300 subscribers. Never mind 1,000 like yourself. Massive respect, mate. Sub to Jamie's channel and mine, of course. Yeah, guys, go and check my good friend Statman out. Get him up to 300 subs, guys. He's a great bloke. A genuine bloke he is. He's a great fella. Go and check him out, guys. And he's a great, I call him a friend. He's a friend, man. He's a great bloke. Go and check him out. Yeah, Statman Stubbs Football Channel is his name right there. As you see it right there, guys. That is the name of his YouTube channel. Go and check him out, guys. He's a Liverpool fan, does Liverpool content. Really good. Does good quizzes as well, if you like your quizzes, your football quizzes. Go and check him out. And I'm on his channel at least twice a week most of the time. Go and check him out. He's a great man. Go and check him out. Give him some respect he deserves. Murph 71. We beat Real Madrid in Paris in 81 to win our 3rd European Cup. Alan Kennedy winner extra time. Robbo, it's your time now. Could you imagine if that's created? 2 left backs beating Real Madrid in both finals in Paris. And is that, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because I might be wrong here, but is that the only final Real Madrid have ever lost in the Champions League? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it is. I can't remember Real Madrid losing another final winner in Europe final competition. Is that the only final Real Madrid have ever lost in the Champions League? Was 1981 against Liverpool? Because if it is, it's going to happen again 40 years later. So big up. Kevin scores hat-trick against Wolves yesterday. Big up Mohamed. What Drifty said he wanted the Champions League final. Wanted for the Champions League final was he was Gomez at right back and Trent in midfield. Trent in midfield in the Champions League final. No way. We've never even experimented with Trent starting in midfield. Don't do it in the Champions League final. That's a heck of a call by Drift. You have to think. You have to think like Klopp. I know, Tony. I went there. I really went there. I can see that. Yeah, everyone know. Hit the like. Hit like. It's nice to be nice. Big up, Tony. Yes, everyone do that. Arsenal fan base is so embarrassing. It is. It's madness. It's madness at times. Good afternoon. Big afternoon, John Conway. How are you, my friend? Arsenal just lucky to win against Chelsea and Man United and West Ham and Leeds United. Yeah, big up Mohammed with the truth. But it doesn't get boring when Arsenal fans... No. You know, the reason AFTV have got over 1 million subscribers is because it's people like us who subscribe to the channel when they have a breakdown. That's fine. I subscribe to AFTV. I'm not an Arsenal fan at all, but I subscribe to them because there's nothing better than that channel when Arsenal lose. Because, oh my God, they're all down in the dumps, ain't they? It's hilarious. The week before, they're calling Arsenal the best young team in Europe. The week later, when they lose, they're like, it's over, Robbie. Robbie, it's over. Robbie, I can't stand this team. Robbie, I've had enough. When's it end, Robbie? When's it end? Fuck Arteta, Robbie. Fuck him. He's fucked fourth. It was in her hands, Robbie. That's them on AFC. It's hilarious. Gotta do it, man. Gotta watch it. I've seen a thing saying Klopp has matched Bob Paisley's final record. Bob took us to 4 finals, and now Klopp has Europa League, Champions League, domestic, and FA Cup. That's incredible. Yeah. Klopp has equalled the same amount of finals as Alex Ferguson did in his whole 25-year reign as a Man United manager in Champions League. I think Alex Ferguson got to 3 Champions League finals and won 2 of them, yeah, as Man United manager over 25 years. This is Klopp's 3rd Champions League final with Liverpool, and it could be his 2nd win, only in 7 years. Klopp's the man. But no one talks about that because we've only won 1 league title in 30 years. But no one talks about that stat, do they? Get people talking about that stat. But Real Madrid had Camavinga. He looks good, Jamie. Camavinga's great. I don't know why they don't start him, Kevin. I've been saying this for ages now. Why do Real Madrid not start Camavinga? Toni Kroos, I know he weren't that mobile when he was in his 20s. Don't get me wrong. He's always been this type of player. But now Toni Kroos looks slow and old. Why Camavinga ain't in that Real Madrid midfield 3? If they played Camavinga, Casemiro and Modric in midfield against us on the Champions League final, I'd be more worried about that. But they always bring him on, and every time they bring him on, Real Madrid win. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. Real Madrid are always losing, and then they bring Camavinga on, and they win every game. It was same against PSG, same against Chelsea, and it was the same against Man City. Losing all in games, bring Camavinga on, they win. Crazy. Why they don't start him, I don't know. No, we should trust Trent, in my opinion. We won't change for anyone. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what Klopp will think as well. We won't worry about Vinicius Jr. We'll just do our own game. I agree. It was just a fault, guys. It was just a fault. I just put it in the atmosphere. Yeah, I was just putting it in the atmosphere. So if it does happen on the 28th of May, and you see that team sheet, and it's Milner, Henderson, and Thiago, please do not come for me, guys. Please do not come for me. But I just put it in the atmosphere because I think Klopp sometimes does think about a certain scenario in a game, and you might think of that scenario because there's no way he's dropping Trent. So that's the only reason I can see it happening. But at the same time, Klopp is like, no, we play our way and only our way. So, yeah, big up Klopp. Big up Klopp. Milner can play. I mean, Milner might come on in that game. I hope Harry Kane scores a hat-trick against Arsenal tonight. Big up Mohammed. So do I, in a way. And I can't stand Harry Kane. So, Robbie is an Arsenal fan in the UK. He certainly is. AFTV, Mohammed. Aberdeen beat them in 83, but that was a Cup Winners' Cup. Yeah, the Cup Winners' Cup. I think it's just a Champions League or European Cup, whatever you want to call it. I don't think they've lost a single... I've only lost 1 European Cup final. That's against Liverpool in 81. Juventus, I think, beaten the 90s. No, it weren't Real Madrid they beat, was it? It was AC Milan, wasn't it? I think it was AC Milan Juventus beat, I think. I saw this stat somewhere yesterday going around social media that the only European Cup final, like I'm not meaning UEFA Cup or Cup Winners' Cup or anything like that, the European / Champions League final that Real Madrid have ever lost is when they played Liverpool 40 years ago, 1981 in Paris, because we're 40 years later, we're in Paris again with the same two teams. And Liverpool have won every single Champions League / European Cup with a team playing in white as well. Every team that's played in white, we've played in finals, we've beat. There's another stat for you. Coming with the stats today. I thought Madrid have lost 3. I'll go and check, Jamie, 1 minute. You come back to me, Pablo. You come back to me. Afternoon, Johnson, Statman. Good, thank you, Jamie. How are you? I'm great, man. AFTV is bloody funny. It's brilliant. The programmer. 62, 64, and 81. So last time was against us. Oh, they lost the 62 and 64 final. Fair enough. So it is free. Big up the programmer. But 1981 was the last time, 40 years ago. Jesus Christ. That's that is some heritage there from Real Madrid, ain't it? That is heritage. Arteta signs a new contract. They go crazy and then say next year he'll be changing Klopp and Pep. Next week he loses to Spurs. Get Arteta out. Got to love Arsenal. Hope they lose tonight. Yeah, same. Arsenal fans are a different breed. They're a lovely breed. Don't get me wrong, but they're different. Nah, look, Arsenal have had a good season, but they played one a week. They played one game a week. Went out the FA Cup really early to Nottingham Forest. And then we beat them in the semi-final League Cup. So they've not won any cups, not won any trophies, and they only play one game a week. And let's face it, next season, they're going to have to play Champions League football, which is going to be tough for them. They haven't got the biggest squad. They've got very young players. And you can't expect Man United to be this bad next season. So, and you can't expect Tottenham to be this bad next season. So if then two clubs coming back as well, Arsenal won't have it their own way next season. They're struggling, I'm telling you. Afternoon, Gary, mate. Done my research. Real Madrid lost 3 European Cup finals, 2 back-to-back in the 60s as well as 1 in the 81. Right. So it's 3. So basically, they haven't lost a cup final for 40 years when they're in it. That is a mad stat. That is a mad stat. So in my lifetime, because I'm 40 years old, I was born in 1981. So in my lifetime, Real Madrid I've only lost 1 European Cup final. That's mad. That's madness. That's madness. That's heritage, guys. That's heritage. That's what you call football heritage. That is what that is. If Klopp does go for Milner, Hendo, and Thiago, it's confirmed Jamie works for Relegation. Don't come at me. Don't come at me if that happens. Please don't come at me. Sabil, big up yourself. 2-1 Liverpool win against Chelsea, I hope. Big up, Sabil. Big up, my friend. Hope you're correct as well. And guys, don't forget, if you are new around here and you have just subscribed to the channel, put a thumbs up in the live chat if it is you that subscribed. I'm on 914 now. When I started this about an hour and a half ago, I was on 900. So 910, sorry. So I've had 4 new subscribers since you guys have been on. So if you have just subscribed, usually YouTube pops up the name. It hasn't done that today. So give me a thumbs up in the chat. I'll read your name out and give you your flowers. So let me know, guys. Let me know. And 204 of you watching right now. So 204 beautiful people right now. But I'm only on 38 likes. I've got 204 beautiful human beings watching me right now. I'm only on 38 likes. What's that about, guys? Get these likes up. Let's get these likes up past 40, going on to 50. Go on, guys. Everyone right now, see that thumb at the bottom of your screen? Just tap it. Just tap it. Just give it a gentle little love tap. Let's get them likes up, guys. Big up to everyone in the chat. Diaz has to start against Chelsea again. He had their fullbacks on their backside. Diaz starts every game now, my man. Diaz is gravy. Starts every game. In total, Madrid have played a total of 16 European Cups / Champions League finals, winning 13 and losing 3. Jesus Christ. The 2021-29 final will be their 17th. Fuck me. That's heritage. They've lost So as I say, I was born in 1981. I'm 40 years of age, yeah, and they have only lost one in my lifetime, and that is when I was born. Jesus Christ! How many finals we played? So this will be our 7th cup if we win it. We've played 9 finals, haven't we? Have we played 9 finals? Is this our 10th final? I think this is our 10th European final, ain't it? And it would be our 7th cup if we won it. So our heritage is just as good as Real Madrid's. You know, if you think about it like this, if this is this is our 10th European final coming up at the end of the month, yeah? Our 10th European Cup final. And if we win, we'd have won 7 cups, meaning we've only lost 3 finals in 10 finals in Europe. That's heritage as well. That's just as good. That's massive. So, G, Man City are not alone. Liverpool and Real Madrid back in 2008, back final where Liverpool lost. Oh, man, you don't have to remind us, man. You don't have to remind us. Great facts, people. My memories are slow disappearing with old age now, Cole. Same, mate, same. I'm a West Ham fan. I love Liverpool, and I hope we can get a result for you. Common your irons. Big up, Matthew. Look at that. Matthew, a hammer. Yeah, I've got time for West Ham. I like West Ham. West Ham are a good team. Yeah, I've always West Ham are proper. West Ham are a proper football team. You know, proper family community football team. How can you not disrespect West Ham? I like West Ham. Big up your irons. Big up, Matthew. Is the new season starting early this year? I think it is, mate. No, it's end. I'm not sure. I think it starts at the start. I think it's I'll have a look. I think it's the 10th of August. I think it's the 2nd of August. It is early. I think it's my birthday. It's the 2nd of August. So I think it's around then, on the 4th of August, because it ends on May the 28th next season, don't it? I know it ends on May 28th next season because we've got to take 6 weeks out for the fucking World Cup in November. This is so shit. That the World Cup is in November, and I believe the World Cup final is on the 22nd of December, is it? The World Cup final, or the 18th of December? Is it the 18th of December the World Cup final is? And then the Premier League has said they are starting then Premier League games again on Boxing Day. So no rest. No rest for all the people that played World Cups. As soon as the World Cup's over, I think it's the 18th of December, the World Cup final is, then the Premier League restarts on Boxing Day. So there'll still be Christmas fixtures because they restart the Premier League on Boxing Day. No rest. No rest. Alex, 1976. Kevin? 10, yeah. 10 finals. And if we win our 7th, we've only lost 3 finals. That's heritage as well. Same with Real Madrid. That's how big we are. That's what we call dominant European team Madrid have been. Yeah, exactly. Same with Liverpool as well, Pablo. Same with Liverpool. Alex says Kevin De Bruyne is on serious form. West Ham has no chance. Alex, be nice. Be nice. We're positive vibes, Alex. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. De Bruyne is immense. We admit. And for me, he's probably the best player in the world at the moment. But positive vibes. Positive vibes. Liverpool have become the 4th club in history to reach 10 European finals. They would join fellow European giants Real Madrid, AC Milan, Bayern Munich in the 10 final clubs on May the 28th. See, look at that. That's heritage, guys. Heritage. Quick stat. Big up, Pablo. Doug in the house as well for 6th of August. There you go. Doug's the man. Doug's the man. He knows these things. The 6th of August, the season starts next season. So it is an a bit of an earlier start. I think a week earlier than this season. So, and it ends on May the 28th because we have that World Cup for 6 weeks. And I do believe the Premier League have said games will begin again on Boxing Day. So that's mad. Imran in the house. How you doing, Imran? I want to fight Richarlison, Imran. I'll set it up for you, mate. I will set it up for you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're relegated Liverpool for in the Premier League. Mad? No. Real Madrid have made 17 European finals, winning 13 and being runners up in 3 of them. That's madness, ain't it, Doug? Doug, that is madness. Absolute madness. So early next summer, we could have Premier League games. Yeah. 6th of August, just after my birthday. Yeah, just after my birthday. Wow. So pre-season's going to be pretty short, ain't it? Yeah, pre-season's going to be pretty short. So the Charity Shield, anyway, so the Community Shield will be around the 30th of July because it's always a week before the season starts. So the Community Shield's going to be around the 30th of July. That's well early. That's well early. Sabiri in the house. How you doing, my friend? Big up, Jamie, and everyone in chat. Big yourself up, Sabiri. Yeah, if Doug might know. So I think the Community Shield might be. So the Community Shield is always the week before the first Premier League game starts, ain't it? So the Premier League starts, I say, Saturday, August the 10th. Then the Charity Shield will be August the 2nd, sort of like that. So there's a week in between Saturday to Saturday. So if that's the case, the Community Shield is going to be like the 30th or 29th or 30th, whatever day in July, which means pre-season's going to be very quick this year. So pre-season's going to start around what? The end of June? The end of June, going into July. So there's not a lot of rest. There's not a lot of time off for players. Not a lot of time off this year. Oh, yeah, so not a lot of time off for the boys this year. But thankfully, there's no... Well, the World Cup was meant to be in the summer. It was meant to be this summer because it's in Qatar and it's hotter than the sun. They can't play in the summer because it's like 100 Fahrenheit in the winter. So they're playing it in November, December time. It's ridiculous. Why it's in Qatar, I don't know. When you have to move it to the bloody winter and disrupt the league, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Could be a lot of injuries next season, guys. There could be a lot of injuries next season coming after the World Cup because the season's going to be ending on the 28th of May, so it's a long season. So if we start on the 4th of August, we literally start next season on the 6th of August, sorry, Doug said, the 6th of August. And we've got a World Cup in the winter at Christmas time, November to December, just before Christmas. And then the season don't end until the 28th of May. That's a long-ass season. That is a long-ass season. That is bad. That's a proper long season. Wow, proper long season. Who's winning Europa? Don't we play them too? And if we win Champions League, yeah, in the Super Cup. I've got my fingers crossed for Rangers. I want Rangers to win that. I want Rangers to beat Frankfurt. I've got a feeling Eintracht Frankfurt might win it. But I'm hoping Rangers could do that game. I might do a watch-along for the Europa League final. Because, Rangers are in there. It's worth a watch-along, ain't it? And, Rangers are doing bits at the moment. Big up Rangers. Big up Rangers. New fixtures to be announced on the 15th of June at 9 a.m. There you go. You have to move football around to keep everyone happy. Exactly. But the fact that what makes me laugh, we have a World Cup in November. I believe the World Cup final is the 18th of December or the 21st of December, something like that. And then the Premier League have already stated that the season restarts on Boxing Day. So they're like, nah, fuck having time off. So the season restarts Boxing Day. So that's madness. So we watch the World Cup and then we come back to Christmas Day, have a day off, Boxing Day, back to Premier League football. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Right, guys. Any questions in the chat, guys? Anything you want to ask, guys, in the chat? Get your questions into me now before we finish up today. There's 299 of you in the chat right now. Please hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Much love to all of you. I've had four new subscribers since I started this live. 7 new subscribers, right? 917. I was on 910 when I woke up this morning. So since I started this live, I've gained 7 new subs. So if you are a new subscriber to this channel, put a thumb up in the chat and let me know. Much love to you. I really do appreciate all the love you guys are giving me right now. I really do. If there's any questions you want to ask me, guys, in the chat, get your questions in now. We'll do a little bit of Q&A real quick. Let me know in the chat, guys. Big up to everyone. Everyone's been beautiful today, really have. Oh God, I've just seen. Hang on, I'll get to Doug's joke. Let me just get Doug's joke out of the way. With how does a penguin build its house? It glues it together. Arthur. Douglas. And the Savage in the house, like and subscribe. I'll just leave it there for Savage. Savage, I'll leave it there for you. Yeah, like and subscribe, guys. It is obviously free, of course. Hit that button. It don't cost you a thing. Get it in, guys. Get it in. As Savage says. Tony, all women are to be outraged football at Christmas. My wife loves it now, though, to be fair to my wife. She absolutely loves it now. She follows Liverpool all the way now. I think she's got no choice in the matter, but she's grown to love it, to be fair to her. I will be fair to her. She gets really involved. She looks at all the statistics and everything, and she's in the kitchen or something like that, or in another room. She chats out at me, Jay, did you know this and this about the game last night? Or did you hear what Klopp said and stuff like that? I'm like, yeah, I did. It's like, but she wants to be so involved. I absolutely love that she's involved. It really makes me happy that she likes it, you know. And she wants a Liverpool top as well, so I'm going to get her the new Liverpool top as well. Charlie says, what's your next watch along? North London Derby tonight, Charlie. North London Derby tonight. We are on it. North London Derby. Make sure you come and get involved, my son. Make sure you come and get involved. Tottenham versus Arsenal. We'll go sit back and relax. We can sit back and relax tonight. No stress. It doesn't involve Liverpool Football Club. Man City ain't playing, so we can chill out a little bit, have a bit of fun watching Arsenal versus Tottenham. Just absolute bring violence to each other. I can't wait for it. Arsenal will knock out the Champions League next season in December and go to the Europa League in 2023. Big up Mohammed with facts. That is what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. Arsenal will get knocked out of the Champions League by December and go into the Europa League. Big up Mohammed. That is facts. Absolute facts. No jokes in my garden, lad. Big up, Jack. How are you doing? My good friend Jack Mac LFC, guys, go and check him out if you've not checked him out already. Massive Liverpool you. Jack, how you doing, fella? Jack's getting his sun on. He's getting his sun on that pale skin. Get up, Jack. Big up, my friend. When's your next? I said that one. Devils United. Maisie in the house. How you doing, Maisie? Hope you're doing well. How are you? My missus is the same. Most of the time, she just reminds me of the fixture. And she loves the big game, so it gets so invested. And she gets so invested. Yeah, big up, Savage, and to your wife as well. Yeah, Lauren's the same. She just gets invested now. She loves it, especially the big games. But she finds it hard watching the big games, especially like Liverpool playing Man City or something like that, because she gets a bit nervy. But yeah, she absolutely loves it, and she gets well involved now. She gets well involved. But yeah, I love it. She tells me a fact. She's in the kitchen or in another room. She goes, Jamie, did you hear Klopp? Or did you know this and that? And I've heard Fabinho's injured. I'm like, yeah, I watched it. Yeah. But I love the fact she's involved. I wouldn't change her. I love it. Matthew Howard Smith. I'm just at school doing my work while I'm watching you. Big up, Matthew. Look at that. Matthew, you really should be concentrating on your school work. But I'll let you off. Because you are watching me. And let's face it, you're probably going to learn more off me than you are at school. So big up, Matthew. Blade 67 LFC indirectly responsible for Man City getting dumped out of Champions League semi-final. Pep took off Kevin De Bruyne and Mahrez with 20 minutes to go for the Premier League games. And Real Madrid scored 2 goals. That's so comforting. I know. It's beautiful. I can't believe Pep took off De Bruyne and Mahrez with 20 minutes to go. That's madness. Absolute madness. What should a bird do if it gets sick? Needs to get treatment. Doug. When I see you in Liverpool, Doug, at the end of the month, I'm telling you, these jokes need to stop. What sun clouds above? Oh, for goodness sake. Jay Phillips with the chat. The fact that in our fan base, some are even contemplating starting Milner in the final because of injuries to Fabinho and Naby makes me quite depressed about our options. I'm the one who's bringing that up, Shamrock, but I'll pull it out there. I'll put it out in the atmosphere, but I don't want it to happen. Don't get me wrong, Shamrock, but I understand what you mean. Matthew in the house, Jack laughing out loud, and guys, you guys are beautiful. Anything else you want to talk about, guys? I won't be on much longer. So anything else you guys want to talk about, let me know in the chat. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe, and get all the good stuff, guys. All the good stuff. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's been a bit silly. Hopefully that sorts itself out. Where's my internet? What's happened to my internet? It's gone a bit funky. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there because my internet. Oh, there we go. There it's going. It's coming back. It's coming back. At least the kids having everything on in the house. Do you know what I mean? It's coming back. I'm back. There you go. My picture's getting clearer. We're back. Don't worry about it. We're good. What concert is worth just 45 cents, 50 cents and Nickelback? Doug, that was a good one. That was a good one, Doug. That was a good one. I'll let you have that one. I like that one. I actually like that one. I'll give you that one. James Phillips for chat. It was brought up yesterday on Coppers as well. Big up, my man. Would you rather right now win the Champions League or Premier League? Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone asked me this the other day as well. Such an hard one to answer. Oh, no. Such an hard one to answer. Right now, Champions League, because I think we've got more chance. Yeah. Right now, Champions League, because it's in our hands and we can win it. Premier League's not in our hands. It looks like Man City going to do back-to-back. So I'm going to go Champions League because Europe is bigger in England. That's my answer. Europe as a continent is bigger than England. So winning that for me is bigger than the Premier League. There you go. I've answered that. I've answered that very politically. I've answered that very, very politically. It's the biggest trophy in club football as well. I mean, the Premier League is your bread and butter. Your Premier League, if you win that, you're the best team in the country. No doubt about it. But I think if we won the Champions League, look, put it this way: if we win the Champions League, FA Cup, and the League Cup, that's a better season than Man City just winning the Premier League, ain't it? It just is. It's a better season, so I'm happy with that. Because let's put it this way, guys: if we won the Premier League and Man City won the domestic double and the Champions League, all Man City fans would say the same thing, that that's a better season than Liverpool just winning the Premier League. So, yeah. Now, the Champions League, because we can win the Champions League, we probably can't win the Premier League now. But if you asked me this at the beginning of the season, if you asked me this question right at the beginning of the season, I probably would have said Premier League, then Champions League. But it's them two trophies. They're the two. They're the two trophies that all that matters in the world, really. The Premier League and the Champions League. And if you're a footballer, if you're a fan of a Premier League club, especially like Liverpool, Man City, the two trophies that matter more than anything in the world are the Premier League and the Champions League. And if you can win one or the other, if you only can win one or the other, if you win the Champions League or the Premier League, you've had a good season, haven't you? You've had a great season. So, yeah, I'll say Champions League now because we can't win the Premier League more likely. But at the beginning of the season, I probably would say Premier League. Ali says Champions League. I would rather win the Premier League, says Jamrock. Look out for Benzema. Definitely look out for Benzi. He's in the form of his life. The Champions League will win. The Champions League will win plenty in the Premier League in the future. Believe me. Oh, big up, Blade. Yeah, Blade, we will win the Premier League. Don't worry about that. It will happen eventually. I think next season, guys, I've said this already. I think next season Liverpool go do a madness in the Premier League. City go win the Premier League this year. We're just going to lose it just by like a hair's breadth. We'll go lose the Premier League. We'll go win the FA Cup Saturday. We'll go win the Champions League at the end of the month. And it's an amazing month of football for Liverpool Football Club. It couldn't be any better, could it? Couldn't be any better. But you guys have been amazing. I have got to go in a second because it's what's the time? Yes, I've got to go in a minute, guys, because I've got to go and it's the school run. If you know a school run, the school run is the worst thing in the world. Yeah, the school run should have been the school run should be an Olympic sport. I don't know about you guys; it should be an Olympic sport. Firstly, if you drive to pick up your kid, you got to find somewhere to park. Then, when you do find somewhere to park, you know you got to try and get out your car. Then, once you got out your car, you got to get through that wall of people to get into the school. And once you're in the school, you wait there for half hour till the teacher recognises your face that you are actually the parent of the kid you're picking up, and then you can take your kid. Then you get back in the car. Then you try and get out of that space with everyone crowding you, and then you get home. It's an Olympic event. It should be an Olympic event. I'm telling you, the school pickup should be an Olympic event all day long. Champions League is champions of Europe. Yes, Tony. Europe is bigger in Europe is bigger in England. There you go. It's the political answer and the correct answer, guys. The political answer and the correct answer. But I'm going to finish up there, guys. I've got to go. Thank you for everyone for coming. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Big up to everyone who's come on today. Much love. And I will see you tonight for the champions, for the North London Derby. I'll be back tonight for the North London Derby. I'll be back on at 7:30 p.m. tonight, guys. So 7:30 p.m. tonight. Watch out for me at 7:30 p.m. tonight, guys. My internet's playing up a little bit now, so I'm going to go. I'll be back at 7:30 p.m. tonight. So everyone get subscribing to the channel. Everyone hit the like button, and I'll see you at 7:30 p.m. tonight for the North London Derby, guys. Peace out, guys. At West Ham, we just need a striker that can score goals and not miss a goal like Antonio. Matthew, come on to the Matthew. Make sure you're with me at 7:30 tonight for the watch along for the Arsenal game, and we can chat more about West Ham and that. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like that. Right, guys. Big up, guys. See you at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Much love. You never walk alone.